Okay, our next video is going to talk a little bit about how we can use location words to describe the position of different objects in a room. So before we get into the specifics of that, I'd like to introduce the location words that are in this chapter. If you want to double check these location words, you can take a look at page 106 of the textbook, and there's a complete list of them. Our first location word is ue, which means above or on top of. Ue, ue. The next one is shita, which means underneath or below. Shita, shita. So we have ue and shita. The next location words are hidari and migi. Hidari means left and migi means right. So hidari, hidari, migi, migi, hidari, migi. So the location words we have so far are ue, shita, hidari, migi. Our next location words are mae, which means in front of, and ushiro, which means behind. Mae, mae, ushiro, ushiro. So we have mae and ushiro. Again, that's ue, shita, hidari, migi, mae, ushiro. The next word is tonari. This means next to. We usually tend to use tonari with two similar things. So we'll use tonari to describe like two people or two buildings. But we might not use tonari to say that a person is next to a building or a building is next to a person. Tonari. The next location word is chikaku. Chikaku. This means that something is near or nearby to something else. So just to review, the location words we have so far are ue, shita, hidari, migi, mae, ushiro, tonari, chikaku. Our next location word is aida. Aida. This one is a little bit more difficult to use. Oh, sorry. When we use aida, we have to talk about between two different things. So x to y no aida. X to y no aida means in between x and y. X to y no aida. So our location words so far, we have ue, shita, hidari, migi, mae, ushiro, tonari, chikaku, aida. Okay, so let's take a look at these location words. If you want, you can take a look at the list on page 106 of your textbook. See if you can identify what number we use for each one, or what location word we use for each number in this picture. Once you're ready, we'll check together. Let's take a look. So number 1 is ue. How about number 2? Shita. Number 3? Migi. Number 4? Hidari. Number 5? Mae. Number 6? Ushiro. Number 7, this is a new one that you can find on your vocab list. Naka. Naka means inside of. Naka. Number 8, tonari. Number 9, chikaku. And number 10, aida. So let's review one more time the location words from this chapter. We have ue, on top of or above, shita, under, migi, right, hidari, left, mae, in front of, ushiro, behind, tonari, next to, chikaku, nearby, aida, in between, and naka, inside. So, when we're describing where things are, we can use these location words to talk about it. So when we want to describe where things are, we use a format like this. So whatever object we're talking about, wa, a reference object, no, location word, des. So the reason that we have to include a reference object is because it doesn't really help if I say, like, the computer is on top of. On top of what? I don't have any reference point. Or the television is next to. Next to what? I don't have any reference point, so it doesn't help me. So I want to start with the object that I'm telling you the location of, and then give some other object that I can compare to help me find it. Then I have the location word. So let's take a look at some examples. So, コンピューター。コンピューターは、机、a desk の上です。コンピューターは、机の上です。The computer is on top of the desk. テレビはどこですか、皆さん。テレビは机の隣です。The テレビ is next to the desk, right? テレビは机の隣です。椅子はどこですか？椅子は机の前です。The chair is in front of the desk. So we start with our item that we're describing, コンピューター、テレビ、椅子、wa, and then the object that we're using to give us a reference, tsukue, then the particle, no, and then our location word, ue, tonari, mae, desu. So let's try out describing some things. Take a look at this example sentence. The pencil is on the desk. How do you think we could say that in Japanese? If you need a minute, you can take a minute to pause and look up any words you want to know. Okay, let's check together. So the pencil is on the desk. We can say, 鉛筆は机の上です。鉛筆は机の上です。So item は reference の location です。How about this? The bank is between the cafe and the bookstore. So 銀行は Sorry, the old book had 喫茶店. Your book has cafe. I apologize. カフェと本屋の間です。So we have A と B の間です。 about if we want to ask where things are? This is something that is already familiar to us. Just like we have studied before from way back in chapter 2, item wa doko desu ka? All we have to do is ask, どこですか? So I can ask, where is the bus stop? In Japanese, バス停はどこですか? So I could answer the way that we studied back in chapter 2, あそこです, ここです, そこです. And that's fine if I'm standing right next to the person and I can just point. But if we're not in the same place, or you can't see the bus stop from where we are, then I need to give you some sort of reference and give you a location word. So instead, I might say, it's in front of the school. So the school is what we're using for reference, and the location word is in front of. How can we say it's in front of the school? 学校の前です。学校の前です。